Today on SFA Now, we are going to be discussing Dia de los Muertos and educating you about the holiday, as well as showing you highlights from the festival in downtown Nacogdoches.
Hello, and welcome to SFA Now. I'm Megan Riley, and joining us today is Ashley Keithley, an SFA graduate student who studies Spanish. Today we'll be discussing the annual Spanish holiday Dia de los Muertos and the festival that was put on in downtown Nacogdoches by the Nacogdoches Public Library. Thank you so much for joining us today, Ashley. Can you start off by telling us a little bit about the festival or the holiday?
Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here. So, just in general, a little bit about what Dia de los Muertos is. It is a holiday that has become quite popular to be celebrated not only in South America, but now we're seeing it spread into the North America continent that we're in.
So is it an annual holiday, and when exactly does it happen?
Yes, this is an annual holiday, and it happens every November 2nd. So
So what does Dia de los Muertos mean?
Dia de los Muertos means Day of the Dead. So this is a holiday celebrating the people that have passed on in the life that they've lived.
Where exactly did it originate from?
So Dia de los Muertos originated in Mexico, and this has been an interesting mix of two cultures. So we have the indigenous groups that have originated from the Americas mixed with the Catholics, the Roman Catholics that came from Spain. So Dia de los Muertos combines both the ancient rituals of the Aztecs as well as Catholicism.
What's the overall purpose of this celebration?
So the overall purpose of this holiday is to celebrate all the lives of people that have passed. And I think it's really important to capitalize on that this is in fact a celebration. Unlike the common practice in the United States of deeply mourning those who have passed, having a very sad connotation on death, Dia de los Muertos does the opposite. It offers a day to celebrate and be grateful for all the people that you have had in your lives and be grateful for them in the afterlife, because you have your life on earth, but they do believe that there is a life after death. And so it is something to be celebrated. And I think it makes this holiday really special and unique, especially when we get to celebrate it and people that are not from Hispanic backgrounds get to dive into it, because it offers us a different way to process death.
So every year there's a Dia de los Muertos festival in downtown Nacogdoches. Have you ever been to this? And if so, how was it? How was your experience with it?
Yes, so I have been to this festival, I would say about, I think 3 times, and it's been a different experience every time. On certain occasions, I've been able to walk around freely. This past time, I was a little bit more of a participant in it. It's been a very positive experience seeing people come from the community to celebrate something that I find very beautiful.
Let's take a closer look at the Dia de los Muertos festival that was held on Saturday, November 3rd in downtown Nacogdoches, and everything that goes into celebrating the Day of the Dead. That looked like a fun and unique experience to celebrate the Day of the Dead. So did anything significant stand out to you at the festival?
Yes, so this year, like I said, I was more of a participant in the festival. I was actually part of an art exhibition that they had at the Cool Art Center, where we did what was called Arte Vivo, living art. And so the amount of people that showed up and the variety of people that showed up was really standing out to me, especially all the openness and the happiness shared between family members, people that celebrate this holiday since they were born, and people that just walked up for the first time.
So do people usually go all out and dress up in costumes, and did you do that as well?
So it depends on where you're from and if you're wanting to participate in a parade. Some people will dress up as skeletons. Other people will just wear normal clothing. I saw both at the festival. This festival, for me personally, I ended up dressing up. Like I said, I was part of an exhibition called Arte Vivo, which captured the characters and the ofrenda from the movie Coco. So I think we have a photo.
Yeah, I see that.
Put up on the screen.
You said that was it the art department? They painted your clothing and your face and all of that for the festival? Was that what it was?
So we had 3 artists come visit us from Costa Rica who are used to providing art exhibitions in this fashion. They like the 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional aspect. And so they came, and to celebrate more of Dia de los Muertos, it was thought to do a scene from Coco.
So tell me a little bit about the history of the sugar skulls and the altars and everything like that.
Okay, so this goes back to when we're looking at the indigenous aspects of this holiday. Like I said before, it's a mixture of indigenous rituals as well as Catholic holiday, because November 1st is All Saints Day, November 2nd is All Souls Day in the Catholic Church. It has been converted into November 2nd is also celebrated as Dia de los Muertos as well. So las ofrendas, the offerings, are coming from the Aztec culture, where they spent a month giving gifts to those that have passed, showing respect for those that have passed. The sugar skulls represent the person that has passed. Usually you'll see people write the names of the person who has passed on the back of it. You'll see larger skulls representing the adults, and if an infant or a child has passed, you might see smaller skulls.
That's really interesting. So, as you said before, recently Disney came out with the new movie Coco, which is the story about the Day of the Dead festival and celebration and a little boy and his story. And so, what do you think exactly the movie was trying to portray to its audience?
I think the movie was trying to give a bigger voice to this beautiful holiday and to show the importance of family, the importance of knowing your heritage and being proud of who you are, as well as celebrating the lives and the people of your past.
So, what do you think that the creators did a good job telling this?
Yes, I think they did a great job of representing Dia de los Muertos, because they depicted las ofrendas both in the houses as well as in the graveyard area. You'll see them located in areas such as that, as well as public squares, as well as portraying the drinks, the foods, the sugar skulls, the decorations, the music, the family bonding, and especially the flowers, the marigold flowers, which are very important.
What are some of the traditions that are a part of this holiday every year?
So, continuing my talk about marigolds, these flowers are particularly used in Mexico and are very popular for the celebration because of the vibrant color as well as the beautiful aroma they give off. So they are used as a beacon to draw their dead relatives to come home and celebrate. They offer food and drink on the ofrendas, things in which those people had enjoyed. You'll put things that, you know, maybe your uncle really liked chicken. So you'll put some chicken on the ofrenda, trying to entice them to come and spend time with you.
Well, that is just so awesome. So lastly, before we go, how exactly do you celebrate Dia de los Muertos every year?
Well, for me, it depends on the year. I have not been celebrating it since I was a child, but I've been celebrating it more recently with Nacogdoches, and I'll either be a participant in art exhibits or doing things with the community, or I'll just be observing and enjoying the festivities.
Well, that's all the time we have today for SFA Now. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, Ashley. And thank you all for joining us as we discuss the Day of the Dead celebration, Dia de los Muertos. I'm Megan Riley. We'll see you next time.